2417.m. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APG Jamie, and I'm going to show y'all how I did my January, month of January calendar challenge for Darcy UK of Art and Soul blog. So, and her link will be in the description, as well as the ingredients used for this calendar challenge, y'all. Yeah, I got my little calendar from Michael's in December of 2014. That was just a few days ago, y'all. And I paid like, I don't know, was it 99 cents, 75 cents? I don't know. On my blog, though, I do mention all that particular information. My blog, which is mypurpledoorstudios.blogspot.com. So drop by there and you can find the link to Darcy's there as well. And yeah, so there we go. And one of the rules was to leave part of the original image, which I am. I'm going around these Chinese lanterns with white gesso. The pages is a little glossy, but not much glossy, and I think really the paint would have stuck just fine to it, the craft paint. But still, you know, white gesso. And also to use book paper. So I'm going over this, which is from an old dictionary page. I have a couple of pages, and I'm using Faber. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to say it. Y'all know how to say that. Gelatos. Okay, I'm using red, green, a purple metallic, and blue gelato. And there, y'all see, I'm applying it to the journal page, or to the dictionary book page. Oh my goodness, I'm just so confused. What's new, right? And I'm going to do the green. I also have already taken out an art wipe and have it setting towards the side. It's not been setting out very long, just, you know, 2 minutes or something like that. And so I'm going to go over this with the art wipe, also known as baby wipe, but there is no babies in the house, so it's an art wipe. Okay, that's what they're purchased for, and that's what I used them for, and that's what I'm going to call them. Join me, won't you? Thank you. So I'm just kind of wiping off a little of that extra green. It didn't really come off the baby wipe, but you know, you do what you do. And there we go with the red. And it came out pretty dark. I'm wishing I'd done just a little less, so it'd been just a little paler. And I kind of have an idea to use this book paper on the big shot. Oh, there's some craft paint. That's a pale blue. It could probably be known as a sky blue as well, but not on a cloudy day, and not too far up north where y'all have those really deep blue skies. No, we just have pale blue ones down here. So there I am. I'm going over where I put the white gesso earlier. It is dry. And I'm going around some of the Chinese lanterns. I ended up bluing out a couple of the ones that I didn't put gesso, and they covered up just fine. I had to put 2 layers of the blue on there. I'm not trying to be really detailed on this. I am using a loose hand, y'all. Even though I'm using a tiny brush. I'm using a loose hand. So yeah. It was a good Christmas for us. We had an absolutely enjoyable, peaceful, calm day. We went to the movies and we saw Into the Wood. Does it have an S on it or not? I don't know. The one with Meryl Streep. And it was okay. We didn't hate it. We would just give it like, I don't know, 1 thumb up, or guess, 2 thumb, I don't know. We loved Mamma Mia, just saying. That was one of her other singing movies. We loved it. It was great. It was funny. This one had funny spots, but yeah. So here's the Elmer's Glue All. I'm going to use it for the crackling technique, which was one of the other requirements for this January calendar challenge. And you put it on not too thin, and you can put it on as thick as you want, I reckon. And what seems to have worked for me was I used a really stiff brush for the Elmer's glue, and you see what I'm doing? I'm just dragging that across that line of glue. And then here comes, I'm using, it's called Mystic Teal. It's a very dark blue green. I don't know that I'd call it teal. It's pretty dark, y'all. Yeah, like a midnight. Yeah, pretty dark. And as you can see, I'm applying it with a very soft brush this time, and I'm going in the opposite direction that I drug the Elmer's glue in. And I'm putting it on fairly thick. A couple places got thinner than others, but you know, it is what it is. And y'all will see me do a lot of this repeat stuff like this. And I did it in sections because I didn't want my glue to start drying before I had to paint on there. And this worked really well for me. Yeah. So I'm pouring some more out because, yeah, taking out the lid just was, I don't know. Anyway, I'm hunking up the paint on that soft brush, and I'm dragging it a couple times across there, but not too much. And I'm not pushing very hard with the brush. I am just barely gliding across the wet glue, and you do want your Elmer's to be wet. That's why I went in sections. And I just dragged the glue across even the images that I am leaving. It's just Elmer's Glue All, y'all. It's going to dry clear, and really you'll never even know. And besides, it's thin paper, and what can it do? It just can only just reinforce this paper, okay? So yeah, there I'm dragging this. I'm just showing you how I drug the glue across in another section. Just little bits at a time, people. As you can see up in the top portion there, well, I do have the calendar turned sideways, but anyway, in that top portion, you can see where it's already starting to crackle a little bit. I did hit it with the heat gun, very slightly, just to kind of get that to go in just a little bit, so I could progress to the next little section. And yeah, I did that until I had the whole thing covered. And here's what I'm going to do with the book pages. I have this lovely little dragonfly stamp. Y'all know I love dragonflies. And I thought I'm just going to cut those out. And this is really teeny tiny, y'all. Really. And there's a picture of the big shot. And the die. And, oh, be sure to use on those small dies like that with little intricacies, use a small sheet of wax paper, lay it on the die, then lay your paper, your cardstock, whatever, then put your cutting plate on top, and then run it through, and it just slides out like butter. So anyway, here I'm assembling the dragonfly. I used, cut it out different. I got the blue, the red, the green, the purple, And I even saved some of the pieces of the wax paper, because really you could glue those on as well. And I almost did, and I'm not sure why I didn't. Oh well. But anyway, they would make really neat little sort of ghosty kind of little dragonflies. And there's different ways you can assemble this. You can put the solid colored pieces behind it. In one case, I put the body part on top of the little lacy part. You can see how small these are. These things are small, y'all. And it was a little tedious putting it together, because I did, as you can see, I did cut a few, and I did put them all together, although I ended up only using 3. And I went back and made one in white cardstock, and yeah, I liked it too. So Pausing. And back. You didn't even miss me. As a matter of fact, y'all probably didn't even know I paused. Okay? I had a text message. And I didn't want it to keep telling me, text message. So, yeah. And there you have it. More useless information from APG Jamie. Oh, that's a wonderful little fine liner applicator. I know I mentioned it before and others have too. You get it from the Hobby Lobby, and it's in the, oh my goodness, what are those things? Model car train aisle. They're about $4 or $5. Use a coupon, y'all. Use a coupon. I have Elmer's glue all in that, and it's working really well for me. The biggest thing I have to do is wait for it to run down to the bottle, because I don't keep it stored upside down. I keep it on its side, so it's kind of close. And yeah, I'm not going to continuously show you how I apply or put these dragonflies together, because you know, it was tedious enough when I did it, and I just knew I didn't want to watch myself doing it and doing this voiceover. So yeah, I'm almost through showing y'all that. On some of them, you don't even have to put that second layer part, you know, the solid part over the lacy part or under the lacy part. You can just use the lacy one, which is what I ended up doing with the white cardstock. It was real hard to tell that it was book paper, but it was book paper, okay? I used it, okay? Yeah. And you can see, now this is a Stabilo All. You can't see it, it's just all blurred out, but that's what that pencil is. And I'm going around my little balloons, because I'm going to turn them into balloons. Well, I'm going to try to turn them into balloons. They're balloons enough for me, okay? It's my little calendar, because it's a little calendar, and it's mine. You do what you want on your calendar. Or not. So anyway, now I'm going to use a water brush and brush the black line around. I could have used my finger and just rubbed it out too, but I don't know. I wanted to use a water brush, I reckon, because that's what I did. Now the thing about this, I tried to go over it with a white ink pen, but it just did not want to write on this surface at all. So remember that about the Elmer's glue surface. I don't know. So I got out my white acrylic ink, and that is a skewer, you know, like you make cheese kebabs on. And it was drawing the line pretty good for a while there, and then all of a sudden it kind of like stopped drawing the skinny line. So I went over to the side, tapped the tip, and kind of bent the tip over a little bit, and then I got a thicker white line, which I ended up liking that better. So I went back all around all the balloons with that. I did not do a whole lot of detailing on this, but I could always go back and do more if I wanted. Now, if you want to do like doodling and stuff, I suggest you go over it with possibly clear gesso, or use some, I don't know, I guess Sharpies would probably write on it. I don't know about those other kind of fancy markers, because I'm not a marker person. I'm just not a fan, y'all. No offense, not a fan. So I don't really use them. And because of that, I'm not even going to buy any anymore to try them out, because, yeah, just not going to do it. So there y'all can see the thicker line, and I end up going back over them. And here's some crochet cotton thread I am using for my balloon strings, and I just kind of go around and draw lines to more or less a central point. They're loosely held balloons, y'all. They're almost getting away from me, okay? I like how it came out. So because you know, January is my month. If y'all didn't know that, January is my birthday month. Birthday. I was a New Year's baby in my little hometown. I know, first baby born of the year. It wasn't even on New Year's Day. It was quite a few days later. but still I made the paper. So anyway, I'm using my little pokey tool to help with that string. And I got all my strings on, y'all can see that, because I didn't want to bore y'all with that, because, you know, yeah. So here I'm gluing on the dragonflies on the actual calendar part. This is very small, and I seriously doubt if I make very many notes on it at all, because, yeah. But I did put one up there close to the first, you know, Happy New Year. And I think I wrote happy and arrowed over to it or something, I don't know. And this one's going on my actual birth date. Oh, it's on a weekend, y'all. I'm gonna have a whole birthday weekend. I don't know what my Johnny's got planned, but I'm sure it's gonna be something, because that's what he does, yeah. And in that the white one, which is just a lacy white one, is going on the anniversary date of when my father died. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? We don't want no allergies going on. So it's a bittersweet month, y'all. And anyway, here is the finished January. I'm real sure this is all I'm going to do to it. I could go do something else to it, but I'm real sure I'm done. I love the crackling, though. So there we go. Ta-da! January challenge met and accomplished. I've even linked up on Darcy UK's Art and Soul blog. So, and drop by over there, y'all, and see what others have done. You'll find all that and the ingredients for this particular calendar page in the description below. So, yeah. I think we're going to call it a wrap. What say you? Oh, you can't say anything. Ha 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 ha. Thanks for watching. Happy arting, y'all.